Hello, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for making a gap in your Mapic agenda, and especially for those that are watching us on the social media, and for those that will see this presentation of serranodistinto in the coming years, in the coming days. My name is Pablo Beltrán. I'm going to make a very brief introductions to a new project that it comes from a different vision to what is happening, not to retail, because we are forgetting that retail is only a little part of our society. So we understand that we have to change the question. The question is what is happening to our society in order to build innovation and find answers for all the players in the market. I'm the CEO of TRUEBROKER, but I'm very lucky to be, which for us is more important, which is to be the researcher. We don't think we can build innovation if we do not spend time and money doing researching. And I'm very lucky that I have a team that works a lot, so I can walk as I did during the last 2 years, where I have been walking for more than 2,000 shopping malls, commercial parks, brick and mortar prime areas, and visiting more than 150 cities, doing a lot of interviews, and keep asking. At the beginning, I was asking myself, what is happening to the retail? But at a point, I realized that I was doing the wrong question. I think that the right question is what is happening to our society. So I want to introduce you, on our opinion, to the main word that will be capable of turning into an opportunity for each one of us to what is happening. And that word is distinto. In every place we go, we don't think it's anymore about being global. We think it's about being distinto. And we can keep growing as far as we are capable to adapt whatever we do to the distinto way of doing things in every place that we visit. So in Spain, in Madrid, difference means distinto. So you're going to hear many times the word distinto. And I believe this is the word we need to learn anywhere we go, anywhere we travel, to be successful with the retail. And why? After asking ourselves what is happening to our society, we came to the conclusion that what is happening is that the global era is over. The way human beings on developed countries are taking decisions when they go shopping has changed. It has changed because the global era is ended. Here we have a graphic to what happened in Madrid. On 2005, the 95% of the openings on prime commercial areas of Madrid were done by global companies. Today, it's only 45%. This is how people is talking, not with the big data, but with a different kind of data. Also, there are some words that have been built and developed that are very important even today. That used to be very important, more important in the past, on the global era. Those words were marketing, brands, and inside of them, the most important, fashion. But we believe that since the global era is ended, that is the reason, because those words are losing value very fast. And we believe that in the coming years, it will keep lowering its capability to awake the human being desire. But this is a great opportunity for each one of us, as long as we are capable to do the right question, to get the right answers, to build the real innovation, capable of building value for people. Fashion has lowered from 95 to only 27% of the new openings in Madrid. And I'm pretty sure that this that we are seeing in Madrid is not something related with Madrid. It's something related with our society, and it's happening all across the developed countries. So, what about retail? Well, the new formula for success on retail is kind of similar to the past, with things that are going to disappear. Some might remain the same. Some others might change their proportion, the weight, and some new might appear in the market. But none of these can set the difference. That's our opinion. All those are only add-ons that can add, but cannot multiply. Those are add-ons like technology, like experiences, like online, like omni-channel, which is great. We need it. But it doesn't set the difference. We believe that what it sets the difference to the retail is that new word, distinto. Wherever we go, whatever city, whichever country you visit, find out that word and learn to pronounce it on that language wherever you go. At the same time, during many years, Madrid has been trying to build a commercial offer that can rival its other cities' competitors, which I don't think we need to be competitive. We just need to be distinto. And we want to take that different vision to what people is already looking for everywhere, to build it in Madrid first, to be able to help Madrid to set a difference and build that different offer, not only for Madrid, but for any of us that get involved with Serranodistinto project. Madrid has two prime commercial areas, and we have chosen the one of Barrio Salamanca, that it goes from Velázquez, Juan Bravo, Castellana, and Alcalá Street, with Serrano as the main commercial street. That's why we call the project Serranodistinto, and Goya. We got more than 1,000 shops over there, and since 2007, we have passed from taking only 1 month to rent a property to have now more than 18 months of average to rent a property. And I think that this is an opportunity for all of us. And that's why we have chosen at the same time an area, no, go ahead, or you can stay with us. That at the same time, the prices of this area is about 20% below its real value. And that's why we have also chosen this area, but also because it's the most gifted place in Madrid for intuitively for people and for the retail. But we have decided to go a little bit farther with this new formula of the retail. Since we really trust what we are doing, and on that new vision, as we did 23 years ago, when we have also a different vision that took us to build Calle Fuencarral, where we got a 2,000% appreciation of the value of the properties, and where we did more than 120 openings that we finished multiplying by 3.5, the last investment that we did in that street. We want to go further with the formula. We don't want to multiply by distinto. We want to elevate it by it. And also take that, after all the searching that we did, we came to an idea in our mind that Madrid has a great opportunity to become a reference in Europe during the coming years. And since we really trust what we're saying, I think that is a chance to not only multiply, but to elevate it by it. Remember the map that we showed you before? The area where we want to work? When we introduce what we have been doing in our research and innovation department during the last 10 years, that we ended studying what is a human being. Because I think we're forgetting the clue of everything. The clue, my friends, is not us. The clue on retail are the people. And we have forgotten about this. I'm telling you, to all of you and to me, this very seriously. I think that we have to ask ourselves what we're doing, why we're having those results. And when we introduced all the researching that we did during 10 years studying the human being, we came to the conclusion that a person and a consumer are not the same thing. There are many typologies of consumers. Each one of us has many inside that is sleeping, staying dormant until something on the environment happens that awake some of those typologies of consumers. Most of the experiences that we are doing are not awakening the kind of typology that we are looking for. Because we are doing funny things, but we are forgetting how that human being mind works. So when we introduce all the cycles inside the district where the people walk by, we find different areas where they get connected or disconnected to their consumption. Different areas where they turn to be a person to be a consumer. And during 23 years, we have been, I'm sure you all did too, we have seen many people doing openings and thinking, I don't think this is going to work for too long because I know my city and this is not the place for them. And that's what we want to help brands to do, to avoid, to open in cycles out of the target of people where they will not be able to do it a good business. And at the same time, find opportunities that many of us are missing where they can get better results, not only on sales, but on building the brand on the mind of the people. So this is the map with our know-how of this area. We are using different tools to build serranodistinto. One is the traditional one. Then we have True Madrid. We have invested a lot of effort to research and to search which are the sectors, the companies, the products, the managers, or the entrepreneurs inside or outside Madrid that have something distinto to offer to people today. To go and tell them, look, this is for you. This is especially done for companies like yours. This is the distinto project for you. We got XMEX. XMEX is the result of 7 years of research, studying the behavior of the people, making the difference between people and consumers, and allow us to know which is the real commercial value of a property and which is its real communication value, and also allow us to do variable rent on a different way. Thema is the way of translating the predictions of the evolution of the economy of Madrid to the different assets to help us to understand how our sales or our investments, our property value will change in the next 15 years. This is going to allow us also to build different kind of contracts with great results, with different results for both parties, for the owners, for the tenants. Because we are also missing a lot of opportunities because we are not knowing how much that property might be valuable in the next coming years. So we are dealing different kind of contracts. And finally, we have a bank that is going to support all the tenants and all the investors that want to go for this challenge, to go for it and help them with the investments. But let's go to the product. We got the traditional sites, and now that we know that, and we believe that the retail, I'm sorry, it is not anymore driven by us. It's driven by ourselves, by the people. We have to start doing and driving retail from people, knowing that the person is not the same than a consumer. So we are using the same sites, the same commercial sites. We are using them on a distinct way to build value for all of us. And finally, there are many areas inside the serranodistinto that doesn't carry too much value today. We are also going to specifically work on those areas to bring companies that can benefit and also help to grow value for the entire project. And remember the 7 distinto commercial properties that I just showed you before? Those are all of them. As you can see, people, people, people. I'm talking very, very, very serious. It's about people, people, people. And so using sites in a different way will allow us to help brands to evolve on the sites, building the brand on the Madrid people mind, we don't need to start having the first shop in Serrano forever, for 15 years. Maybe we can go to a smaller shop in a different area inside serranodistinto on a cheaper price, start building the brand inside the mind of the consumer, and then moving to another place, and also getting lower rent because we're using Cima. Here, we are also giving a specific design for those companies that have something distinto to offer, that they're not ready yet to pay high rent, but they have so much to give us, so much value to bring. So we are bringing a specific kind of typology of site to allow them to be in this area, to build value for all of us, because they are the ones who are going to make this distinto, and we need to make room for them. At the same time, we have designed a specific kind of commercial site that will help those that are already set and are suffering that the global area, so marketing, brand, and fashion are lowering its capability of awakening the desire, to help them to get back to be a desired brand by the people, to have people coming back to their stores without needing to increase their investments on marketing, because there are easy ways of doing this. But it only takes a little bit of thinking. Also, we are building the option for complementary brands to work together, to help each other, to get more clients and get more valuable for the consumers without needing to put more money on the table, and making properties cheaper and more valuable for them. And also, we have developed a new way of managing properties in some areas inside serranodistinto that will make that areas strategical for your stores after you open. So it's not only about lowering price, it's about increasing the value. So we will take areas that has a potential. We put different brands that are complementary in that area, getting better properties, lower prices, all together, and then convert that specific area in a special valuable area for the target of client. And finally, to me, the most important, open mind. We have a lot of different ideas, but I'm sure that your companies are as much worried as we are. You are as concerned as we are, and I'm sure that you have better ideas than we have. So we have made the commitment that it doesn't matter whatever is the ideas that you have in your companies, it doesn't matter how complex you might think they might be, we are going to make an effort to get you the site you need and design it for you, because we have already set agreements with our strategical companies to help us to do whatever we need, even if it is a technological innovation. And we are building, finally, a new concept of property. Remember flagship? Remember how important it used to be flagship in our companies? Now, it doesn't sound too important, isn't it? There are so many prime areas where we have a lot of flagships that we cannot pay them anymore, as we used in the past. Because we think there's something new that you need in your companies. You need to add your companies in the mind of the consumer, in the mind of the people, with values. So each site is a new property product that can associate your company in the mind of the people of Madrid with values. We have chosen the two for us at this moment more important. One is the sustainability, which is true today everywhere we go, and the other one is the city where you live. It's difficult to find something that somebody cares more than his own city. So we are building two different sites to help tie your brand in the mind of the people with sustainability and with Madrid. For investors, we are drawing first a preferential investors deal. This means that we are going to have investors that want to go to help for this, they really care for this project. We will make them preferential. Second, we will do a specific design investment for them inside serranodistinto. And third, we can offer them to become investors and get the yields of the properties without buying it. So we are going to have investors for the universe sides and investors for the east sides. And what about the owners? Well, they have been suffering a lot. Since 2007, at least, we have had more than 12 properties empty on Serrano Street, which is not only something related with Madrid. We want to change this. We have had more than 100 properties on the area, and we can make this a huge opportunity for all of us and change this and stop having 12 months of average to rent a property. How? Well, trying to elucidate as many people as we can, to get as many people as we can that really cares about doing things that are distinto, for people that wants their company to be distinto for the Madrid consumers, to be in this project. It's for all of you. Well, our promise is our commitment. I want to do it here today in front of all of you, that our commitment is to make the success of each of the clients that get involved with Serrano Distinto. And this means that our decisions are going to be driven by your results. Nothing is more important than a project. Neither the company, neither the director. We have the challenge to make the project a reality for all of us in less than 5 years and increase 50% the number of consumers. And I say consumers, not people. And finally, we are convinced that Madrid has a great opportunity. And we also will think that retail now is driven by people. And that's why we took it so seriously that we have created Apostamos for Madrid. We did the first event for people, not for brands. Don't worry, you will be there, but let's put the people first. And we did our first event on the 4th of October. It really surprised us. We multiplied by 4 our initial expectations. We got more than 200 people on that event. And today we have 32 volunteers that are helping us to think which might be the second event that we do for people in Madrid, that we're planning to do on the 14th of February. And we're doing a huge challenge with us because we have also developed a new kind of model for shopping malls. And inside that model for shopping malls, we are not paying so much attention to the experiences because many of them are not awakening the typology of consumer that we want. But we have designed a model that can bring people and drive them to buy in your stores. And we want to make the third event of Apostamos por Madrid, of this model of shopping mall, to do in all the area, to see how it works, to drive people, not to be walking on the streets, but to be inside your stores buying. Finally, I want to thank you all, but especially I want to thank to all of my team. I'm a very lucky guy. 2 years ago, I asked to my team to take the challenge to reinvent. I'm saying yes, reinvent. Let's be brave. If we think that this has to be changed, what are we waiting for? So I put the challenge for them to reinvent the intermediation and to build innovation for brands and for properties. And I'm lucky that I'm here talking, which I love it, but this is not mine. This is José Luis Luengo, our retail director. Marta Valero, she is the director of the Research and Innovation Department. Carlos Ceres, he is Serrano Distinto Investments. Javier Torcat from Venezuela, he is Serrano Distinto Leases. In Madrid, we have Mari Carmen, and we have Rosana Yorita, who is our East Side and Marketing Director, and Magdalena Salamanca, who is our People Behavior Expert. To all of you, this is not mine, this is yours, and I hope you also want it to be also part of your companies. And we will do a second presentation in Madrid, where everybody is welcome to kind of have a coffee with us. And now I'll let you the time if anybody wants to make any question, and open to any of them. It's okay, muy bien por aplaudirme. ¿Quién de aquí no habla español? Is there anybody here who doesn't speak Spanish? Dicen que los españoles somos gente de sangre caliente, ¿no? Atrevida. Bueno, valientes, hacedme una sola pregunta, por favor. Atreveros. ¿Alguna difícil? ¿No os atrevéis? Bueno, pues nada, gracias a todos por venir hasta aquí. Thank you very much to all of you for being here. For those that are watching us on the social media. Victor, do you have anybody here? Okay. Thank you very much.